Guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I am doing a video response to Arwen's hashtag April Arwen. She had a contest, I believe, that was connected to this hashtag, but the contest is already over, but I still felt it was an awesome hashtag, and I just wanted to jump in on it. So there are 10 questions that kind of go along with, well, tarot, it's all tarot, so let's go ahead and answer some of those questions. Question number 1 asks, what is my main reason for pulling out my tarot cards? I I just like the feel of the tarot cards in my hands. I love to maybe watch TV, and when I'm riding passenger in a car, I just like shuffling. Also, I am constantly reading and figuring out fun new ways to use my tarot cards, just kind of playing around with them. Obviously, I use them for client readings as well. But yeah, I just like to shuffle. I just like playing around with them. I like reading with them. So I don't know. I don't think I actually need a reason to pull them out. I like looking at my tarot cards. Question number 2 asks, do I use tarot in any other way? Yes, I do. Besides just doing readings for myself or for clients, I pull them out for intention setting. I use them in spell work that I do. I use them on my altar. I use them for kind of a focus for the day. I use them for meditation. For, let's say, if I'm ill and I'm making a special tea for myself, or I'm just making a tea in general, sometimes I'll put out a card and put it next to that cup of tea or that food that I'm eating, so that it can, maybe absorb some of that energy from the card. I also use tarot and oracle cards for my workouts. Any of you guys have seen my workout video, sometimes just to kind of shake up my routine, I like to ask the universe, hey, what should I work out today? Should I work out arms? Should I work out legs? Should I go outside today? So yeah, I have lots of different ways that I use my cards. Question number 3 asks, do I use my cards as part of my magical practice? Any examples? I kind of just gave you a few examples. I can actually kind of show you really quick, like maybe up behind me. So as you guys can see, I have a card that I set out on my altar, and that's just kind of the intention I set for the full moon. Actually, I've kind of taken apart my full moon altar for right now, but I'll be setting it up for Easter, which is tomorrow. And here on my nightstand, I also have a card out that I used to be kind of like my focus for the day. Like I've said before, if I am, creating a special dish or a special drink that I would like to imbibe with some magical properties, I might place an oracle or tarot card along with that, and any other spell work that I might do in order to just absorb that energy from that card. Question 4, how do I explain tarot to people who are genuinely interested in understanding it? So I'll give the example of explaining it to one of my good friends. She's like, well, I'm not scared of tarot. She goes, and I know that how much you like it and things like that. She goes, but I do think that, she says, some cards can be evil, right? And she goes, you have to like get rid of those cards because they can make people do evil things, and like it's been said before, this is just a card, a card or a book or a hair clip, can't make you do anything. Your power is always solely yours. You always have the power to make decisions. That's why they say, we have the ultimate choice here on earth. We have our own choice. We make our own decisions. We could always have the muse whispering in our ears, but it's our choice whether or not we choose to listen to it. So how I explain it, tarot, to, let's say, my friends or people who are genuinely curious is, I was like, well, if you've ever heard in psychology like the Rorschach tests, or the ink blot tests, where you stare at it and your mind kind of makes something out of it based on your own psychology and what you may be feeling or going through at the time. It's the same with tarot. There's an image on there, and based on what the reader is getting from you, reading you, like you're the Rorschach and this is the Rorschach as well, they are able to gauge a way to help you through your situation. So for me, yes, you could use it as part of a divination, but I like to explain it more in a psychological sense for people, and I think that that helps to explain it a lot more and put people more at ease instead of something that's just like this dark mystical thing. It's more like, oh, like it's a psychology tool basically. One of my fave tarot spreads to use, which is question number 5, is the Angel Celtic Cross spread. And this is actually not my spread. This is Vic's from New Age Hipsters spread. I was able to get an Angel Spreads download from her, and this is like her version of the Celtic Cross, and I really resonate with it. And so if I'm doing a big reading, or I'm doing a big client reading, or a reading for myself, then I'll use this one. Otherwise I just use, you know, really simple spreads. Okay, so card number 1 would be the current. Card number 2 would be the energy surrounding them. Card number 3 would be what they need to release. Card number 4 would be what they need to clear out of their life in order to release said thing. Card number 5 is the message from their guardian angel or their spirit guide. Card number 6 is what healing they need to do. Card 7, why are they going for this reading? Why are they asking this question? Card number 8 is a block or challenge that they have. Card number 9 is something that they need to allow in. And card number 10 is their outcome. So I'll show you that one more time. I think it is awesome. Question 6 is, what famous person who is alive embodies one of these 3 major arcana characters? We have the Hermit, we have the Star, and we have Justice. So I decided to go with the Hermit, and I am connecting Keanu Reeves with the Hermit. So first of all, I love Keanu Reeves, and I think he is the bomb diggity. And yes, ever since Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure and The Matrix, yeah. Well, and then there was Point Break, and well, anyway, so he's kind of known to be kind of always to himself. He doesn't like to be in the public eye too much. He's known to practice Buddhism, and he's a very self-reflective person, at least what I gather through, you know, the media and things like that, where he loves to do meditation. He's always looking inward, and to me that really embodies the Hermit. So yes, he's this like star, and he is, you know, in the public eye. He's just seems like a very, like, that's his outward persona, but who he really is somebody who likes to be really deep with himself, and, you know, really looking on the inside. Question number 7 is, have I ever read in a noisy, crazy, chaotic environment, and how did that go? I've actually done that a few times. First time was at the San Diego County Fair, or the Del Mar Fair. My boyfriend was talking to a few of his customers, and I was helping him in his booth because he had a booth at the Del Mar Fair, and he had mentioned something about me being able to read tarot and oracle cards, and his customers were like, ooh, do a reading for us. And so, I mean, it is loud. There's literally thousands of people at the county fair, and it is loud, and so I had to kind of shout the reading at them, and it really helped me to be focused when there's a lot of chaos going around me. So I think it was really good for me. I also did a reading at my good friend's house up in Arizona with his wife and 4 kids, and their house is pretty crazy, pretty loud, and I was able to, again, hunker down, center myself, and just focus on the reading and not let my mind and my ears, like, you know, hear all the chaos that's going around me. So for me, I don't mind reading in chaotic environments because it really forces me to truly tune into the messages that are coming through, like really tune in. Question 8 is, what is the ritual that I always do before reading? Okay, so if we're talking about client readings, some very serious readings, I always have to have my reading cloth. I always have my selenite tower. I choose a couple of stones that I feel best go with the client and their question. So I'll kind of center myself. I always meditate right beforehand. I call in protective energies. I call in my tarot guides that can help me read and open up my intuition. I open up all my clairs. I make sure that my chakras are aligned right before I go into it. I light some incense. I light a candle, and the color depends on the energy that I'm getting for the reading, as well as the deck that I choose. And I think that's it. That would be kind of everything I have out. Yeah. Oh, and I probably would also use my Tibetan singing bowl to kind of clear the area as well. Question number 9, I have to bust out my cards, and if any of you are wondering what deck this is the Tarot of Inspiration deck. You can find this on Etsy. So I'm asking the universe, what is my next step? Universe, what is my next step? What is my next step? And for me, I just have to shuffle until I get something that catches my attention or flies out of the deck. All right. Nice one. So not only did I choose the Hermit today and to talk about Keanu Reeves, but I am pulling the Hermit. So as I'm talking about somebody that I admire who is looking inwards, it looks like I need to do a little bit more of that too. And I know that I have been speeding through my meditations as of late, and it looks like I need to spend a little bit more time in them, and really make it something, you know, as important as I make like my nutrition and my physical fitness, that I need to really take care of my mental fitness as well. The very last question, how can I personally improve my reading skills? I have taken several courses, classes. I have done the Tarot Readers Academy through Ethany. I have done there is a course through Vix of New Age Hipster. I have read tons of books. I love to watch tons of videos on YouTube, and I read constantly. I mean, that's kind of part of being an English teacher. And actually, you know, a good teacher, I think, is always a forever student. And so I would never claim to be an expert on anything, a know-all, a know-it-all, you know, especially as a teacher, even though, yes, I am very good at my subject. I don't claim to know everything. You know, I will not tell that to my students, because then they think, oh, haha, our teacher doesn't know anything. But you know, if I'm ever wrong, then I will tell them I'm sorry, and I didn't even know. I didn't know that, and now I know. And so they usually like that. And the same thing I bring to my tarot is, you know, if I'm incorrect on something or I've been doing something wrong and somebody corrects me, you know, I thank them. Now I know, and I can move on. But yeah, I am an eternal student of whatever it is that I put my mind to. So that is it. That was the hashtag April Arwen. I will leave the link below for Arwen's channel and the hashtag April Arwen challenge. Don't forget to click subscribe. Don't forget to check out my website if you would like to get a reading with me. You could also check out my Etsy shop as well and check out some of my other videos, and that's it for me. All right, so if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to, again, click subscribe, and I'll see you homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.